I know so many families who are super excited about their Disney trip in 2022 after postponing it in 2020 and 2021. But when Disney announced that Magical Express was no longer being offered in 2022, it left people wondering, how are they going to get to their resort? In this video, I'm going to be discussing 5 alternatives to Disney's Magical Express. Make sure you click the subscribe button so you'll be notified of any new videos discussing changes that might affect your 2022 vacation.
Showcase suggestions, where I share travel tips and lists of 5 to help make traveling with kids a little easier.
My name's Christina, and as a travel advisor, I have helped hundreds of families navigate all sorts of changes at the Disney parks to ensure that they have a magical trip that the whole family can enjoy. So honestly, I think one of the reasons that Magical Express is going away is because of the ubiquity of Uber and Lyft. These ride-sharing services have really kind of been the main cause of the end of Magical Express because it's so convenient and it's so cheap. And I have to say, there's been quite a few times where I've taken an Uber or Lyft instead of Magical Express so that I could get there faster or so I didn't have to leave as early. Pricing is on demand, so it's really hard to... Pricing is based on demand, so it's hard to say how much it's going to cost back and forth. And you can't plan it in advance, so it can kind of leave you with that little bit of uncertainty, especially if you need a car seat, because getting an Uber with a car seat is a little more difficult. If you need more than one car seat, it's pretty much impossible. So that's definitely a quick and convenient option if you are traveling without a car seat. If not, I would recommend a town car limo. It's definitely more expensive, but the private transportation, there's just something that just makes you feel like a VIP, you know? You plan it in advance, you know someone's going to be there when you want it, so it's not waiting around for Magical Express, it's not waiting around for an Uber, it's not waiting around for a taxi, which didn't even make this list because why would you get a taxi if you could do an Uber or Lyft? More expensive, but you can be planned in advance. You have someone show up, they have your name, you feel like a VIP, and most private transportation companies in Orlando do offer a complimentary grocery store stop with your transfer. Renting a car is another option that gives you a ton more flexibility. You can come and go as you please, but the rental lines can be just as long as those for Magical Express, and you have to consider the cost of the rental cars because those have skyrocketed this year and how much it's going to cost you to park at your resort or park at the parks. So definitely keep those in mind. If the last thing you want to do is research and worry about all the details like airport transfers, car rentals, and whether or not your resort charges parking fees, you may want to consider using a travel advisor so you can check planning it all off of your to-do list. One of the things I hate to worry about during vacation is luggage. And Mears, who's currently operating Disney's Magical Express, has announced they will be offering a direct service called Mears Connect. It's going to start in May 2022, so there's going to be a 6-month gap between Magical Express ending and Mears Connect beginning, but they're going to do your luggage, they're going to have the terminal staging, and they're going to have return trips. So it's basically going to operate just like Magical Express. Another service originally scheduled for 2022, but we probably won't see it until a little bit later, is the high-speed train from MCO, Orlando International Airport, to Disney Springs. They are building a station at Disney Springs. We have no details on what they're planning in terms of how do you get from Disney Springs to your resort. What does that look like? What is the cost? We don't have any of those details yet, but that is coming. So that will be an option to Magical Express. If you want help navigating all of this, figuring out the best option for your family, please make sure to schedule a call with me. I will put a link below and discuss if I'm a good fit to help you plan your vacation. And be sure to subscribe for more videos to help you with your Disney vacation planning. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to take a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.